guys, and welcome back to the Saints View channel for Sunday content for another match review after another defeat. It's becoming a bit more of a regular occurrence I'm not comfortable with at all. Yeah, I'm. It's another one where it was close. You know, we had our opportunities, we had our moments, but it just didn't come for us. And that's not down to, a lack of luck or a lack of opportunities. That's just down to us. It's completely down to the lack of quality and the game management, both poor. I thought we knocked the ball about quite nicely, particularly in the second half. But in the final third, it took us until about the 85th minute to have our first shot on target. Two late chances with Janapa and Vestergaard, didn't take them. We're left to pay, from an early goal where I thought we had quite a good start, to be fair. Again, knocking the ball around quite nicely. Obviously, it didn't really lead to anything, except for an Everton opener, which, some people are calling for Fraser Forster to do better. He was, of course, the big team news kind of highlight, I guess, if you want to call it that, with McCarthy being dropped. Unfortunately, Forster couldn't save us from another defeat. Yeah, I can see where people are coming from. I think it's a tough one. I think it's a good finish, and obviously he rounds the goalkeeper, Richarlison, and obviously if he's going to miss an empty net, it's an absolute sitter, and he'd get howled for it. From there though, there was no reaction whatsoever. In fact, we went and conceded another goal. Luckily, it was deemed offside, and it was only until we went 2-0 down that we started playing again, and that's exactly what's wrong with this mentality right now. We have to wait until the worst possible scenario to look like we give a damn, like we give a sod. And even when we do show that we kind of care, or some players show that they care, there's still no quality. Ings tried to run rings around the defenders. In fairness, Everton defended very well tonight. They didn't really have to get out of second gear because we just offered very little when it came to attacks. Yeah, I thought he had an all right game. Adams was absolutely woeful. I hate picking on players and picking on negative performances, but this is not the first time this season that Adams has been absolutely woeful. Redmond, don't get me started. Janapa, I thought, was decent, good defensive work rate, but obviously he's got that chance at the end of the game. He has to put that in the back of the net, at least on target, because Pickford's not saving it. I'm trying to pick out other good performances, but I can't really. I thought, the usual good ones in Ward-Prowse, Vestergaard, Bertrand arguably quiet, Armstrong playing in a central role, didn't help him from a personal point of view. He's much better on the right. I really don't know anymore. I really don't know. This is the first point in the season where I've genuinely felt like we could be in a relegation dogfight. We really could. I mean, if you look at the table, there's absolutely no hiding from the fact that now, we're in and about. So I don't think we'll go down. I hate to even be talking about it. I do still strongly feel like there are 6 teams worse than us come the end of the season, but we can't keep losing games at the rate we are right now. 1 point in 9 games. That's not even dreadful. That's an abomination. That is absolute shambolic. And Ralph can't run away from this game without any blame. He was woeful today. Lineup, I know he's got limited resources, but I don't think the lineup was necessarily right. I think Teller, after his performance at Leeds, had every right to start the game. I know he had his red card, but I also think Yankovic, maybe put him in the middle. He's a natural central midfielder. We've now realised that Ralph much prefers senior players as opposed to players who actually are naturally gifted or talented in that role. That's their position. All this talk about, he wants to play young players. He doesn't want to play young players. Not right now, anyway. He'd much rather have Armstrong, who's a right mid at the moment, just because he's a senior player, play central midfield, or Bednarek. God forbid that we've got a young right back on the bench, place a centre back at right back. It doesn't work like that. It shouldn't be happening. I adore the man, but he got it absolutely wrong. Substitutions, 60th minute for the first one. And Redmond stays on the pitch for the whole game, albeit the last sort of couple minutes. That's not acceptable. His performance was, shambolic. Yeah, I just don't know where we go from this. I mean, I guess playing bottom of the league at the moment is exactly what we would like, in the sense of trying to find our next win. But if we don't win that, where do we go? Where do we go from there? Because if we don't beat Sheffield United, we won't beat Man City. So that'll be 11 games in the league without a win. 1-2 points in that time, maybe, if we get something against Sheffield United. I really don't know anymore. I really don't know. We said after the Wolves Cup win that this was the moment now. We had a month until the Bournemouth game to react, push ourselves back up the league and knock on the door of the top half again. We're fighting to stay in the Premier League now. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm completely lost. I really don't know where the season's going. I hope it's got a nice ending because, you know, the way we started the season, I guess that start deserves, you know, a decent finish. But right now, I've got absolutely no clue. I'd like to say we'll go to Sheffield United and win, but I can't say that comfortably and confidently. Not at the moment. I'm glad that we've got Walker Peters and Diallo to come back. Hopefully that'll sort a few things out in terms of positions. But yeah, no, players not good enough. Ralph not good enough tonight. Team not good enough. And again, it's another defeat. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the game. Let me know in the comment section below. Obviously, if you've enjoyed the video for whatever reason, probably if you're an Everton fan, who, by the way, I thought were all right tonight. They didn't actually have to play that well to get the win. They defended excellently. Cam warned us in the preview that they were going to defend well. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us on our socials. And we'll see you ahead of the next game against Sheffield United later on in the week. Take it easy, guys, and take care.